Dear students, in this video I will discuss about the multiple choice questions of the polarization chapter. Some students requested me for this video. So first question of polarization chapter is, in a uniaxial crystal, the number of directions along with the two refracted rays travel with options are same velocity is 1, same velocities are 2, same velocities are 3, none. We know that this is a problem of double refraction. We know that when unpolarized light is passing through the crystal, it is divided into two rays, E ray and O ray, and velocity of both rays are different. It means same velocity is 1. So answer is first option. Now we move towards the second question. Transverse nature of light is conclusively proved by the phenomena of, first option is polarization, interference, diffraction, reflection. These are the options, and we know that it is a conceptual question, and transverse nature represents the polarization. So answer is polarization. Now we will move towards the third multiple choice question. Third question, a polarized beam is one in which, first option, electric vector vibrates in all possible directions. Second option, magnetic vector vibrates in all possible directions. Third option, electric vector vibrates in a direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. And fourth is none of above. And if we discuss, if we see the definition of polarization, we can say electric vector vibrate in all possible direction. It represents the unpolarization, properties of unpolarized light. So option 1 is not possible for polarized beam. Magnetic vector vibrates in all possible directions. We know that in definition of polarized beam, there should be electric vector vibrates in all possible directions. Electric vector vibrates in all possible direction means definition of unpolarized light. Third option, electric vector vibrates in a direction. This is the main property, in a direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. In polarization beam, it may be perpendicular or it may be to the parallel to the plane. So option third is correct as per the definition of polarized beam. Now we will move towards the fourth question. When a light ray of unpolarized light is passed through a uniaxial negative crystal, it is splits up into two diffractive rays. The relation between the velocities of E and O rays are, options are VO is greater than VE, means velocity of O ray is greater than velocity of E ray, velocity of E ray is greater than velocity of O ray, E ray and velocity of E ray and O ray are equal to each other, and velocity of O ray is equal and greater to velocity of E ray. And we know that as per definition, in uniaxial negative crystal, the velocity of both E ray and O ray are same. So third option, option C, is correct. And now we will move towards the fifth question. When a ray of unpolarized light is passed through a uniaxial positive crystal, it is split up into two refracted rays. And fifth question will be, when a ray of unpolarized light is passed through a uniaxial positive crystal, it is split up into two refracted rays. The relation between the refractive indices of E ray and O ray. In last question, we have determined the relation between velocity of E ray and O ray, and in this problem, we want the relation between refractive index of E ray and O ray. And we know that options are mu O is greater than mu E, Second option, mu O is less than mu E, mu O is greater than mu E, and mu O is greater than equal to mu E. It should be mu E. And we know that as per definition, in a uniaxial positive crystal, diffective index of O ray is less than diffective index of E ray. So option second should be correct. Now we will move towards the sixth number multiple choice question. Sixth question is, when a plane polarized light is incident on a quarter wave plate with its vibration making an angle of 45 degree with the optic axis, the emergent light is. This problem depends upon the definition, and we know that at 45 degree, if angle is 45 degree with the optic axis, and we are using quarter wave plate, then it should be the circularly polarized light. And in this problem, options are elliptically polarized light, plane polarized light, circularly polarized light, none. And quarter wave plate and 45 degree angle with the optic axis. It represents that the light should be the circularly polarized light. And now we will move towards the seventh problem. And next question, elliptically polarized light is produced if the amplitudes of the ordinary and extraordinary rays are equal, and there is a phase difference of. Options are pi, pi by 2, pi by 4, 0. And in video I have explained that the phase difference between the components should be 90 degree. So we can say that option B should be correct. Now we will move towards the eighth question. And eighth question is, the substances that show the phenomena of optical rotation are said to be. Options are optically active, optically inactive, crystals, and polarites. And we know that as per definition of optically active substance, option should be first, optically active, the substances which can optically rotate the components of the light, that are known as optically active substances. Now we will move towards the ninth problem. Choose the incorrect statement. The amount of rotation of plane polarized light is. First option, directly proportional to the concentration of solution. It means amount of rotation of the plane of polarization is directly proportional to the concentration of solution. It should be wrong. Amount of rotation of the plane polarization is inversely proportional to the square of wavelength. It is wrong. Amount of rotation of the plane of polarization depends upon the wavelength of light. It means it should be least for violet. Depends. It is this amount of rotation of the plane of polarization is directly proportional to the wavelength. We can say that, and wavelength for violet color is lowest and red color is highest. So it should be correct. Least for violet and greatest for red color, as the amount of rotation of the plane of polarization is directly proportional to the wavelength, and wavelength of violet is lowest and wavelength for red color is highest. So option C should be correct. Now we will move towards the next problem. Next problem is dash 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 of an optically active substance at a given temperature for a given wavelength of light is defined as the rotation produced by a path of 1 decimeter length in a substance of unit density. First option is polarization, second is unpolarization, third is specific rotation, and fourth is none of above. And we can see that it is a definition of specific rotation. So we can fill this blank by the word specific rotation. So option should be specific rotation. And next and last multiple choice question is, the unit of specific rotation is. Options are A degree per decimeter per gram per cc, B degree decimeter gram per cc, degree decimeter gram per cc की power -1, degree per decimeter per gram per cc, and we know that specific rotation is theta upon L into c, and we also know that length should be in decimeter, so unit should be degree. Unit of theta is degree and length means decimeter, and unit of c is gram per cc, or we can write degree decimeter to the power -1 and gram per cc to the power -1. By the help of this formula, we can see that option A should be right. So dear students, I have solved some multiple choice question in this video, and you should solve you should practice some more multiple choice questions. Thank you very much, and uh, and I hope these multiple choice questions will be very helpful for you. Thank you very much.